Hello everybody, this is Baxcaliber and welcome back to another Pokemon VGC 2024 Regulation H video. This is the final video with our Baxcaliber team. A lot of good feedback from you guys about in the last videos, some suggestions for future teams, which I enjoy seeing. Of course, if you have any, let me know down in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you want to try this team out for yourself, both the PokePaste and the rental code are in the description below. So the PokePaste you can use to go to put this team on Showdown. The rental code you can use on the ladder in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, we're gonna do one more video with this team. I didn't change anything this time. We didn't really get to use Special Talonflame last video, so I'd like to see that in action today. But otherwise, I think the team is pretty good itself. It's just me that has to work on my plays. So yeah, we're going to do that. I do have an idea for a team for next week, so hopefully I get that together over the holiday vacation here. I don't really have vacation. But yeah, let's get right into some battles. Our first battle is against our favorite Pokemon, Archaludon, Archaludon, however you want to say it. But it is Mousehold, Sneasler, Pelipper, Dragonite, Archaludon, Archaludon, and Incineroar. Incineroar would be, if they lead Incineroar or bring Incineroar, that's good for us because we have Annihilate. Annihilate's actually really good here. It doesn't love the Pelipper and the Dragonite, but outside of that, it does really well. So I think we lead it alongside something that threatens one of those, or our Mousehold. That could be good. I almost want to go Mousehold Ape. And then Sylveon Bax. It'll just be bad if, like, Sneasler is in the back and we end up losing Annihilate at some point. So I almost want to go Talonflame? But, is Sylveon worth bringing? I guess is the real question. I think it is, and I'm running out of time. Is Bax worth bringing? I think so. Like, I really want Talonflame for Sneasler. But really, the only thing Talonflame's going to do against Sneasler is burn it. We can get up Tailwind, which would be useful. But this is the thing we're going with. I wanted Mouse so that I could follow me, so that Annihilate doesn't get hit by either a Hurricane from the Pelipper or do a Wing Beat from the Dragonite, or even a Hurricane from Dragonite if it is special. We're gonna see the Mouse and the Archaludon. So something I can do here is I can just use Follow Me with my Mouse, so they can't Pop Bomb their own Archaludon, and then I can just bulk up here. I think it's a pretty safe thing to do. Yeah, this should be fine. Like, Pop Bomb might get rid of my Mouse, which would be bad. But if it doesn't, then it would also take the Archaludon's attack. Let's see what ends up happening here. So my Mouse uses Follow Me. Their Mouse also follows me. This is fine. I'm not attacking your Mouse here, so I'm just gonna bulk up with Annihilate. And then you're gonna Flash Cannon my Mouse. Owie. I do live it, even with the crit. Do I just double into their Mouse to get rid of it? I think so. I'm gonna beat up their Mouse. And I'm gonna Drain Punch their Mouse as well. Okay, so they didn't use Follow Me here. I wonder if they Pop Bomb their Archaludon then. My Annihilate's actually fast. Oh, wow, they live. That sucks. I should have followed me. They live with a +1 from Annihilate. That's insane. Now this Archaludon is going to get all the stat boosts, which just really sucks. That's crazy that it lived that. Yeah, it really should have followed me, but I thought we were going to kill it. Or that it was just going to go for another follow me. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Now this thing's going to have +6 to defense. Now truly only Sylveon can deal with it. Dragon Pulse. It's fine, we eat that up. That's actually really good for us that we take that. There's something I could actually do here. The mouse hold probably follows me, right? What move did they go for Dragon Pulse or Flash Cannon? I think they went for Dragon Pulse. So what I could do is Encore the Archaludon into that. I'm gonna bulk up the Annihilate. Mouse Hold's actually gonna withdraw here, so I could have I thought about Rage Fisting the Archaludon. We're gonna see the Pelipper come in, which I don't love. I don't love that. And they're gonna Terra the Archaludon. Okay. It's gonna go Terra Bug. So I'm not planning on Brain Punching you. I was gonna Rage Fist because Rage Fist would be getting both the effects of my bulk up and punch, anger punch, ghost punch. What is it called? Rage Fist. So now I'm +2 in both attack and defense, and it is stuck Dragon Pulse now. So that's really good for us because now I can bring in Sylveon. I can bring in Sylveon, and we're looking pretty clean then. Because now the Archaludon, I mean, the Archaludon was already neutral to Hyper Voice, but even more so now. And it can't attack Sylveon. So I can Hyper Voice here, and then I'm going to Terra my Annihilate. Actually, is Annihilate faster than Pelipper naturally? Do we find out, or do we not? I think we just Terra with Annihilate and then Rage Fist the Pelipper. I think Pelipper's kind of go bulkier these days, so we probably would have outsped it because we are max speed Jolly. But just to be safe, I'm going to go Terra Fire so I don't get Hurricane. Because the Rage Fist, we are the fastest thing, so could have just saved that Terra, but gonna Dragon Pulse us. Do I also get Hurricane? And that's right. Okay, we're faster than the Pelipper. We just KO the Pelipper. Annihilate is eating up everything that this Archaludon does. Which is kind of nice. Because it is still stuck Dragon Pulsing. And they're bringing in Sneasler. Okay. I almost want to withdraw my Sylveon here. Yeah, because, like, Baxcaliber really isn't going to do anything, so I'm going to withdraw Sylveon for Bax. Oops. I don't know why it left it on Pokemon there. I think I just punched the Sneasler. Let's do that. I'm going to punch the Sneasler. Rage Fist the Sneasler, so if it is Focus Sash and Baxcaliber survives the turn, which I assume it will, I can Ice Shard the Sneasler. The Sneasler actually protects here. Interesting. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Archaludon's gonna Dragon Pulse Annihilate again. Annihilate's getting a little low, and I don't love that for it. Restore some recovery there. Okay. The Archaludon now is out of Encore. So we'll be able to Flash Cannon Sylveon now. But what I can do here... I want to make sure the Sneasler dies. So I don't necessarily want to Scale Shot it. But if I get the speed... I don't need the speed boost though, right? I'm just gonna Icicle Spear the Sneasler and Protect Annihilate here. Protect Annihilate. I think I said Annihilate. Sneasler Dire Claws into Annihilate. Yep, it wants to remove the Annihilate because it is the biggest threat on the field right now. And then Icicle Spear should KO Sneasler. It might... oh no, it should. The 4 should get it. It might need 5. It doesn't. Okay, good. Sneasler's gone. And now it's just Mousehold and Archaludon. Who's Archaludon attack? Yeah, he's going to attack Baxcaliber, who actually survives it, surprisingly enough. And we know Annihilate is faster than Mousehold as well. And actually, Mousehold might be low enough that Baxcaliber can take it out. It is. It is low enough for Bax. So Bax can Ice Shard the Mouse, and then we can Rage Fist into this Archaludon. And even at +6, I'm +2 or 3 in attack, and I've been hit multiple times, so Rage Fist should be at max. I think we just clean up here, gang. Boom. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's at +6. So it does Body Press to KO the Baxcaliber, but Archaludon does not outspeed Annihilate, and we also have Sylveon. I think Sylveon outsped Archaludon as well? I can't remember. But it should be fine, because either Annihilate, I think, KOs it here, and even if it doesn't, they then have to choose who they're going to KO here. And I don't think a Flash Cannon even KOs Sylveon from this range. So Sylveon, I mean, we just Hyper Voice. We don't dink around. And then Rage Fist should just KO it anyway. Let's see. Bop. Yeah. My boy Annihilate. See, this team doesn't really worry about Archaludon that much. Like, we got lucky that the one in a previous episode had Sturdy instead of Stamina, so Baxcaliber was able to take it out. And then even this time, when it was +6 in defense, we were just kind of able to work around it. We neutralized it with Mousehold, and even though it could attack the Annihilate, but Annihilate's so bulky that it didn't care. And we were just able to destroy the team around it, which was really nice. So we rip off the first win pretty handily. So we'll do 2 more here. Hopefully we can just go straight wins. That would be pretty good for the last video with this team. Let's get our next one. This next team, Hisuian Arcanine. Interesting seeing that once again. Goldingo, Dragapult, Sneasler, Rillaboom, and Whimsicott. Sylveon's not great here. I mean, obviously they have the Dragapult, but it could Terra Steel, and then they have Resists with Arcanine, Resists with the Goldingo unless we go for Shadow Ball, or Terra Ground Sylveon could actually be pretty good here, not gonna lie. Yeah, actually, pulling out the Terra Ground Sylveon would actually be kind of lit, but let's make sure we don't need other team members first. Bax, my boy Bax can put some work in, but he's not, again, not gonna love Goldingo or Arcanine. Metagross also isn't awesome here. I'm gonna go Talonflame. I almost want to go Talonflame Ape. Or go Talonflame Sylveon. I kind of want to do that. No, I'm going to go Talonflame Ape. Just so I can't get faked out. Sylveon will be in the back. Do I do Mouse? Oh, wait, here. What if I do this? What if I do Mouse Ape again? Talonflame Sylveon. Do I need backs? No backs. We have both of our supporting mons coming with us this time, which is something I typically don't do, but doesn't mean that's a bad idea. Because late game Tailwind could be really good for Sylveon, whereas Annihilate doesn't necessarily need the Tailwind. Because he is incredibly fast, and even if he doesn't outspeed things, he's so bulky. Okay, it's going to be Arcanine and Whimsicott, which is actually really good for Annihilate here. I could beat up. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Encore the Whimsicott, because the Whimsicott's going for Tailwind here, and then I'm going to Protect. If it's Mental Herb, Whimsicott, then they got me good. What I'm trying to do here is I don't want the Arcanine getting a free Flare Blitz into Annihilate. Because I could Terra Annihilate, but I want to save the Terra for Sylveon. We're going to see a Terra here, though. I kind of assumed that would also happen, so I didn't necessarily want to commit to like a Drain Punch into Arcanine, which is what I would have done. It's going to be Terra Fairy. That was my plan, was to Drain Punch the Arcanine, so I'm kind of glad I did this instead. Annihilate Protect. Okay, the Arcanine has Terra Blast. And the Whimsicott actually didn't go for Tailwind, it went for Moonblast. Now my mouse is going to Encore it into Moonblast. Which isn't the best thing in the world, but it is something. Mouse. Mouse. What are you going to do, buddy? I guess what I could do is just follow me with Mouse. And then... God, I mean, bulking up with Annihilate isn't really worth it, though, right? Because even then, Ragefist isn't doing much. I'm gonna swap in Sylveon. Ideally here, what happens is Mousehold goes down, who I assume is a double up. I mean, it has to be a double up, right? Unless Arcanine doesn't attack this turn, because Whimsicott can only attack. This is Terra Blast. I wonder if it's Choice. Let's see how much damage it does. Doesn't bring me down to Sasha. I don't think it's Choice. But Moonblast will take me out. So unfortunately, we're sacrificing our mouse. But now we can bring in Talonflame. And Talonflame can freely Tailwind here. We can Tailwind, and then Sylveon can actually go for the Hyper Voice here. I would love to be able to get the Will-O-Wisp off into the Arcanine, now that it's a Fairy type, but I do want Tailwind first. I want to guarantee that we have Tailwind. Because this, Arcanine, it could Extreme Speed into Talonflame. It could Rock Slide or Head Smash. I think they have Head Smash, right? Whimsicott's going to withdraw, so outside of a Head Smash or a Rock Slide from this Arcanine into Talonflame, we should survive the turn. Goldingo is going to come in. Here's the Tailwind. Arcanine goes for Terra Blast. Is this into Sylveon or is it Talonflame? It's into Talonflame, interestingly enough. Talonflame's going to take that, though. Now Sylveon hits the Hyper Voice. Does huge damage to both Pokemon. Honestly, I can just overheat into the Goldingo and Hyper Voice here. I mean, Sylveon still doesn't outspeed Arcanine in Tailwind? Oh, it's Choice Scarfed Arcanine. That's what's going on here. Oh, wait, no. No, yeah. Because I had Gale Wings, so I got Tailwind up first. But the Arcanine still outsped because it does have Choice Scarf. Yep, overheat. I love that we changed our Talonflame now. So good. Goldingo goes down. And here's the Terra Blast again from the Arcanine. Into the Sylveon this time. Which does a lot of damage. That Hyper Voice will take out Arcanine. Now my opponent just has a Whimsicott and one other mon. The Arcanine goes down. I wonder who it will be in the final spot. We're gonna see Dragapult. Okay, so honestly, Sylveon can keep being Sylveon here. So what I'm going to do is Will-O-Wisp into the Dragapult. And do I... I'm just going to Hyper Voice. I'm just going to Hyper Voice the Sylveon because my initial thought was because if Whimsicott Tailwinds here, which it does, Dragapult will now outspeed Sylveon and get an attack off before I can Will-O-Wisp it. Oh wait, Talonflame's still faster, so we do still get the Will-O-Wisp off before the Dragapult gets to attack. So if it is physical, it's going to reduce what it does here. And there's the Phantom Force. Okay. It's going to vanish. Hyper Voice, which almost KOs the Whimsicott, but he does hold on with the Focus Sash. And Dragapult gets hurt by some burn damage. I guess I can just overheat at the Whimsicott, because I think Sylveon unfortunately goes down here. Then I can Hyper Voice. Alright, Talonflame taking 2 KOs. It's kind of crazy. Get the crit. Doesn't matter. I mean, unfortunately, at this point, Talonflame's now useless. So there is that. Here comes a Phantom Force. Does it KO me? It does. It does still, even when burned. I wonder if the Choice Band... Dragapult. But now, we have Annihilate and Talonflame. The Tailwind does peter out here. Well, that's fine. Because if it is Choice Banded into Phantom Force, they have 2 turns of Tailwind. They'll take 1 turn and then they'll take another turn coming out. And Dragapult should outspeed Annihilate, so Talonflame can just Tailwind, and then I can Terra Fire bulk up with Annihilate while the Dragapult is in the Phantom Zone. Battle's just gonna be canceled. Talonflame, my dude, my girl. Sorry, that's Phoebe. That's my girl, Phoebe, right there. Talonflame kind of carried that game. That was wild how well Talonflame did there. So yeah, another successful match. We got to show off the Talonflame like we wanted to. Sylveon got to put in some work too. Unfortunately, Mouse had to faint. Mouse did. I just got some weird notification on my phone. Sorry. Mouse did have to faint, but its sacrifice was very much worth it. So that's our second game, second win. Let's see if we can go 3-3, guys. Our final battle for today. I like this team. I have not seen a Chandelure in a long time. So Chandelure, Amoonguss, Dragonite to Milotic, Metagross, and Magnezone. 2 Steel types is kind of bad for our team. I didn't realize how bad Steel was for our team until I was playing it more, because we have both Baxcaliber and Sylveon, who are weak. Bax doesn't really offer us much outside of KOing the Dragonite, so I don't think it's worth bringing. But Terra Sylveon is looking good here again. We didn't end up using Terra Sylveon last time, so I wouldn't mind bringing it to see if we can pull it off. Do I do Mouse Ape lead again with Sylveon Talonflame? Do I play the same game as I did last round? So I don't have safety goggles because I'd never see a Amoonguss, and now we have one. I'm like, I kind of wish I had safety goggles. I think we do go Mouse Ape. Mouse Ape, Talonflame, Sylveon. I think we do the same thing. But Metagross be worth it. Psychic Fangs into the Amoonguss. Oh, let's run it. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. I mean, I already wasn't confident in the last game with the team that we brought, and I'm less confident than I was there. So let's see if we can figure out a good strat here again. Oh god, that Eevee mask is horrifying. Ooh, that Chandelure is a Master Ball. But we do have Chandelure and Metagross. Does Chandelure get Lava Plume? I don't think it does. I think it's mostly like volcanic-based Pokemon that get Lava Plume. So I was thinking maybe it's, you know, you wouldn't want a Lava Plume next to your Metagross anyway. I was thinking like weakness policy Metagross, but you Lava Plume has a high chance to burn, so you wouldn't want to do that. I think I just follow me and bulk up for this turn. Like, it could be Heat Wave. I think we might have to commit the Terra to the Annihilate, unfortunately. If we, like, don't get burned this turn by Heat Wave. Annihilate bolts up. Like, Terra Fire is just looking so good here. We're gonna see the Heavy Slam, which brings down Mouse to Focus Sash. Is this Trick Room Chandelure? It is Trick Room Chandelure. Okay. So Mouse is gonna go down here. I think I do have to commit the Terra to the Annihilate. I hate to say that because I really wanted the Terra Sylveon here. Yeah, I mean, these mons are just too scary to not, right? Yeah, I'm gonna Helping Hand. And then Rage Fist into the Metagross, because I need to get rid of Metagross. Because Sylveon can actually deal with Chandelure. And so can Annihilate. But it's the Metagross that's the big issue right now. So we'll get the Helping Hand. Heavy Slam is going to go to Metagross, or sorry, Annihilate. We resist that, and then we're +1 in defense. Heat Wave. So this is going to boost Rage Fist by 2 stages as well. And we're +1 in attack, and we have a Helping Hand. This should KO Metagross, right? If it doesn't, I'm really upset with Annihilate, and we aren't talking anymore. Thank you. Thank you! Okay, my Milotic is a shoo-in. My Milotic is a shoo-in to come in here if they brought it. Which I would think you would, right? And I can't really do anything about it. I'm not gonna lie. It's Magnezone, so they probably don't have Milotic then. Sylveon. Sylveon doesn't love being here, not gonna lie. I think I just swapped the Sylveon out for Talonflame though. Talonflame is a lot less use here. I could just punch the Magnezone, but I think they want to Terra it. What do I do about this Magnezone? Is it going to be Terra Ghost, though? I'm going to... Yeah, I have to Drain Punch it. Like, I thought about protecting, but protecting doesn't help us, unfortunately. Because there's still... This is the 3rd turn of Trick Room. So I kind of just need to rely on Annihilate's bulk. No Terra. And the Flash Cannon goes into the Talonflame. Shadow Ball, I assume, comes through. Oh, Chandelure's going to Heat Wave again. Yeah, Annihilate's going to take this punch right into the Magnezone. Doesn't KO it, which, fair. Fair, I don't have really any attack investment. Let me double check. Trick Room does have 2 turns. Talonflame, my child. You're not looking too hot. I mean, Overheat for fun. Then I guess we'll just Rage Fist into the Chandelure. Magnezone's gonna withdraw, so Annihilate should survive the turn. Dragonite's gonna come in now. Heat Wave again from the Chandelure. Unfortunately, it takes out Talonflame. I would have loved to have Talonflame around for when Trick Room's gone, but comes the Rage Fist. Bop. It doesn't KO the Chandelure, which actually is kind of nice. It is Focus Sash. I kind of assumed it would be. But that's actually kind of nice, because then that means the Magnezone isn't coming in to attack our Sylveon. So now we can bring in Sylveon. Bring in Sylveon, and I can Hyper Voice here to KO the Chandelure and do a ton of damage to Dragonite, and then just protect my Annihilate, so it doesn't get targeted down by the Dragonite. The Chandelure only clicking Heat Wave this whole time is weird. I would have thought I would have seen a Shadow Ball by now, but maybe it doesn't have it? So we know it has Trick Room. We're going to finally see a Terra from my opponent. I assume it's from Dragonite. Terra Steel? Oh, Terra Flying. Oh no, it's Terra Flying. That's fine. Unless they attack Sylveon, but I don't think they're afraid of Sylveon as much as they are Annihilate. Only because they have a Magnezone in the back. Here's the Hyper Voice. Sylveon's actually the slowest thing on the field. So we break the multi-scale with Dragonite. And Dragonite goes for Terra Flying, Terra Blast into the Annihilate. I love that protect from us. Twisted Dimensions do return to normal, and now Magnezone comes back in. But I'm less afraid of Magnezone now. I'm gonna Hyper Voice. It might be slow. It might be faster than Sylveon, but I can just Rage Fist into the Dragonite and it should just KO it. I should outspeed Dragonite. I hope. I would hope and pray that I outspeed Dragonite. It could go for the extreme speed, but it shouldn't KO because it's not normal Terra. And even Terra Blast shouldn't KO Annihilate because we are +1 in defense and it's not super effective. But Rage Fist just KOs it. Critical hit. Nice Annihilate, my dude. Dragonite goes down. And now it's a Magnezone. Magnezone can't KO both my Pokemon. It's not even faster than Sylveon. So Sylveon might get the KO. Yeah, Sylveon KOs the Magnezone. Hey, I said it. I didn't have faith in this particular 4 Pokemon in both those matches, and they cleaned up in both of them. And those were actually fairly high-ranked matches. The first one was in the 3000s, and I mean, this is high-ranked for me, granted. The first one was in the 3000s, and that one was like 27... I want to say it was 27, but that's not right. But it was in the 2700s. So not too bad, guys. Let's actually check to see where we end off number-wise with this team. Like, I typically don't care about what rank I am in Master Ball, but we're actually kind of climbing with this team. Okay, we got to 3574, so not too shabby in all honesty. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. Again, next week we will have a new team. I already have plans for what that team is. I think I have 3 out of the 6 Pokemon picked for what I want to use. But if you guys have suggestions for Pokemon or teams you'd like to see in the future, let me know down in the comment section below. If you want to try this team out for yourself, you can check out the PokePaste, or you can use the rental code that are both in the description. Like and subscribe if you have not already, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody.